What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We've got a couple of final reviews to do real quick. First one, or second one, going to be over the CJRB AES. A lot of letters right there, a lot of letters. Mouthful. Quite the mouthful. But the first one we're going to go over is the Kanspet Shikari. This thing really impressed the crap out of me. I was very surprised by this. $82 for this thing right here. So it's under $100. Man, I'm saying you're going to get your money's worth with this thing. Again, this is the Shikari, $82. And let's talk about it. Button lock. Was actually kind of impressed by the button lock. It is kind of slick and everything like that with the aluminum. Aluminum both sides. You have micarta right here. Green micarta. Not too shabby. Actually, I really like the green micarta. I really like the really potent green look. I don't know how to say it. It's not like that light green stuff. This was what really reminds me of green, like grass green. But that button lock, everything is kind of smooth, but it's not too bad just because the micarta kind of helps out with like ergos and stuff like that. But the button is actually kind of slick also, but it's not bad. It is very much so flush with that scale. So that's awesome. And when it is activated and all that stuff, it's barely sticking out. Now sometimes you think, okay, Matt, maybe a little bit more real estate to make sure I hit that button. Man, you don't need it. This thing barely sticks out, but it's so easy to manipulate and get to work and everything like that and close. So that was very impressed with that. I was hoping it was kind of like I can sometimes kind of manipulate it this way, open it this way. You just have to put a lot of pressure on this side. Not a lot of pressure, but some pressure, and then get that wrist action going, but it doesn't really work all that often. See right there, I was able to get it. But obviously it's a rear flipper tab, not really, front flipper or anything like that. No jimping though. Kind of bummed by that. But I haven't had any problems deploying it though, so the blade. So I prefer jimping. It just helps out. I don't think it's a hard thing to do, but everybody's got their own design, stuff like that. I don't think it was a titanium pocket clip. I'm not quite sure. It feels titanium, obviously. It feels pretty tight, but I'm not for sure. It could also be steel, like the steel liners. But it is not reversible, which kind of sucks. Kind of sad, but that's all right, though. We do have a black wash, stonewash blade, 154 cm with the clip point. There you go. Beautifully done. Liked it. It says 154 cm right there. Show it on screen. And then it's another Morgan Cones design. Shikari SBL. I don't know what the SBL stands for. Maybe stone wash. Nope. I don't know. Black wash. I don't know. Stone black. I don't know. Whatever. But it works though. So I don't know what the SBL. But let's check this thing out under the weight, under the scale. And then we'll get into that guy right there. Alright, we got 3.9. Is there any... And it is skeletonized on the inside, as you can see right there. Both sides. Bam, bam. Check the weight one more time, just to make sure. 3.9. 3.9, there you go. We'll check it again for this knife right here, and we'll get the lengths and everything like that also, so don't think I forgot. We'll leave it out so we know. This thing didn't really impress me a whole lot. I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's just this knife particularly was kind of issues. But as you can kind of see, I have problems a little bit getting that liner lock right there. It doesn't want to always push over as well. I don't necessarily know what it is. I feel like it's the harder I push or I deploy it. Well, actually, it's not too bad at the moment. I've been trying to work it in, break it in a little bit. I want to say that's what it is. It just needs broke in. It just hasn't been. But it really locks in there and it does not move. And that's my problem, because then you don't have any texturing or anything like there. It doesn't really stick out very far. So I definitely have problems getting that pushed over sometimes. Well, during my first impressions, I did not really like this. I liked the way it felt and everything like that. It felt pretty decent in hand. It's just that liner lock did not just do anything. It was just a turd, and wasn't real impressed with it. But it's been breaking in just very slow. Very slow. But I guess for 54 bucks, you kind of get what you pay for. You do have the AR RPM 9 steel blade right there. There you go. You got a nice little sand polish finish with the flat grind, drop point. It's like belt satin though. I don't know. But, oh, it was just sand polished. It is a drop point, like I said. Apparently Morgan Cones, because I think that's what it is. Well, Morgan Cones design. It didn't say anything anywhere online. I tried to look it up, but I don't remember what it said actually. But it looks like an M to me. So I've gotten three. This all in the same pass around. These three knives came together. This was one, and also you had this one. These two are Morgan cones. This one has the big M on it, so I don't know if that's the same thing. Don't know. So I don't know exactly who the designer is necessarily. But it is got the thumb studs, about your basic thumb studs. Not really anything fancy, about normal. They don't really hurt. So they do feel pretty good flicking it and everything like that, so not too bad. I talked about, it is a liner lock. It's got black G10 handle with the brass inlay on it right there. Steel clip. Kind of, honestly, it's very tight. Good Lord. See, now I'm having problems getting it shut. There you go. So it's got a decent clip. It's pretty tight. I don't really care for the brass. I don't know why I keep buttering that word, brass inlay. I'm not really big into that. It looks kind of out of place to me. I think I would have been better off, personally, if it didn't have that at all. If it was just the black G10. I know this is someone's design. They're trying to fancy it up or something like that. Or that's just what they like. That's cool. Whatever, It's their design. Do what you want with it, right? Run with it. But, I don't know. The whole knife overall, I think, could have been a little bit better. But, again, that is only if that this is just like a one knife issue. Like, I don't know why. I didn't take it apart because, like I always say, I don't take not my knife or someone else's knives apart just because I don't want to be liable for anything if something happens to it, you know what I mean? I just feel like it just doesn't do very well. It just feels very hard and kind of a pain, but like I said, I don't know if it's because things broke in or what. I've been trying, it does get a little bit better, but I don't know. It does have a little column right there for your lanyard hole. That's what you're into. It's very small, so it's not going to have a lot of access to it, so it's kind of like a wasted thing, I feel like. Not really. I just don't care for it. Pocket clip is reversible, though, which is nice. It is recessed, and so are the screws, which is always a plus. Let's check out the weight on this guy real quick. I don't know. It's not a bad knife. I think it's just, maybe just this knife is having problems. So I don't know. Oh, obviously I've only got the handle of the one. But it's really not bad. It's just a few little quirks in it, you know what I mean? So it's about 3.0 ounces. Let's get the measurements for you real quick on both. Space them apart a little bit so I don't lock myself up with a blade. I already cut myself once recently. I don't want to do it again. Looking about 3.25 for the AES, and overall you're looking at about 7.5. Yes, you're looking at about 3.3 for the cutting edge, and overall you're looking at about 7.75. Check out some screws. Looking like some T6s, I'm telling you. Not going to be a good day. 8, 8, and 8. T6 for the actual pocket clip, though, which is about normal. So not bad. I'll take that. Small victories, right? Small victories. T8. Yeah, that's what I thought. T6 for the micarta inlay. Bummer, dude. Yeah, so the pivot is T8 and everything else is T6. Kind of sucks. I hate when they do that. That's alright. I did just realize that it does have a backspacer, but it feels almost like G10. I'm not quite sure about that. Yeah, it looks like G10 on the inside. So yeah, it looks like G10. So that's what my kind of take is on these knives. This one's $54, so it's definitely budget friendly. If you need a good knife that's kind of cheap, that's not bad. If you can get over the liner lock, like I said, I do not know if that's just a one knife issue, just with this knife. Some knives, they get passed around a lot, and then they just suck. But some knives, they just need broken. So it really is just, you have to figure it out for yourself sometimes. I can't say, okay, I know for a fact this knife has this problem on every knife. No, that's not the truth. I can't say that because I'm only handled the one. I'm only handled the one. So, but for this knife, the liner lock could use a little love, a little love. Um, let's do some comparisons real quick. I always try to do that. I sometimes forget. Obviously, here's a raccoon. Very comparable to the AES. The raccoon is. It seems like pretty close, like lengthwise. There you go. There you go. How about the Hogue Deca? Oops, don't touch the blade. So there you go. Very big difference in that. So there you go. That's all I really got though. If you guys have any comments, questions, leave in the comment section. If you like the video, just leave a thumbs up, please. Thanks.